So now I'd like to take some time to go over the gallery of carbs that you see before you. When I got the car off of Facebook Marketplace, Betty, I got this 31 Pick 3 here was what was installed on the car. And to my knowledge, it ran okay. But for the 1600 engine, my understanding is that this is not the right carb to have. Now, it has this offset here to mount onto the dual port manifold as an adapter, and I believe that this is also designed to offset the carburetor just a little bit so that it can clear the generator. This is the Solex 3031 that was in a box on the floor of the car. So this must have been the carburetor that was on the engine at some time prior to a previous owner replacing it with this one. When I went through the rebuild, I decided that I wanted a lot of things correct, or to be more correct, and not knowing if this carburetor was sound enough for my engine application, I opted to purchase this 34 Pick 3 from a company that I won't state the name because I don't want to be accused of slander. But slander, of course, is not fact. When it's factual, it's not slander. So when it's truth, it's not slander. This carb's a piece of shit. It just is. I could not get the volume control screw over here, the small volume control screw underneath, to adjust this to a high enough smooth idle. Now, this is the carb I use for all the timing tests that I've done in all the other videos, but this would not adjust to a high smooth idle. I could not maintain 900 RPMs by adjusting the bypass screw, no matter what I did. And look how far I had to adjust this choke. So initially it was here. That's where I put the dot at. I had to wind that sucker up in order to get this choke plate to adjust to be about, at the 2 millimeter open mark, right about there. The problem is that this would not maintain itself when it was shut off. And so when I'd come out to restart the engine, that choke plate would be closed up even when I was set at 1 or 2 stops on over here on the high idle bypass or high idle screw. So I decided to shit can this carburetor and go on with a carburetor from another company altogether and a different specific manufacturer. This is a generic Chinese carburetor, which required a lot of cleaning, a lot of preparation to get this done, took out all the jets, replaced the top gasket here because the original gasket was jacked. This one here, I've not yet broken down. It is literally oven fresh out of the box. I just took it out of the plastic a little while ago for this video. It is not coming anywhere near these carburetors at all until this thing is totally cleaned down or cleaned up. So I'm going to take it apart and make some adjustments on that. But this one also will need a choke adjustment. No big deal. We can do that. What I'm concerned with is, or what I'm thinking about is, just the effectiveness of this carb overall. The one thing that I find interesting, and I know this video is at 3 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up here quickly, is that unlike the other 3 carburetors, here, here, and here, this carburetor does not have a port for an auto stick. When I talked to the company that will not be named and complained to them about why do I have fuel coming out of this auto stick port, they stated to me that they do not sell carburetors for auto sticks, and I said, here's the part number for the carburetor that you sell. And oh, by the way, your technical guys say that port is for auto stick. So, interesting point, right? Anyway, here it is. This is the EMPI 34 Pick 3, straight from another manufacturer that I will not talk about to prevent myself from looking very biased, but they are not in the United States. It comes with instructions, a gasket, which I'll not use. I have better, beefier gaskets, along with a couple of extra jets and the mounting studs. This Chinese carburetor had that as well, but nevertheless, it is coming off the car and it will be replaced by this one. I'm hoping that this one will adjust sufficiently in all areas and give me proper fuel air mixture so that I can finally back this car out under its own power. 4 minutes and 20 seconds and running along. That's it. Thanks for watching.